Tonight, Capitol Police Officer Harry Dunn describing how he feared for his life and the safety of his colleagues as rioters stormed the Capitol.
You just see a sea of people, Trump flags, Confederate flags, and you see officers fighting with these people, pepper spray, smoke grenades, gas grenades.
When you see that level of preparedness, did that surprise you? Did it scare you?
I was absolutely scared. I'm on this platform. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'7". And we had our guns out, and I'm thinking, all these people out there, they're armed too.
The mob forced its way inside the Capitol building. Officer Dunn confronting a group carrying a Blue Lives Matter flag.
And as one of the guys kept walking by, the other one pulled out his badge and said, "Trust me, I understand. We're doing this for you, buddy." And he's got a badge.
Officer Dunn said the mob hurled the N-word at him, a black officer, that weapon of a word.
What the hell just happened? I got called a couple dozen times today, protecting this building. Is this America?
David, Officer Dunn wanted to make it clear he's speaking for himself and not his department, a force that's still trying to cope with that nightmarish day. But he's so proud of the men and women who fought beside him in that fight for democracy, David.
All right, Pierre Thomas with us tonight. Pierre, thank you. And you can see much more of Pierre's exclusive interview later tonight on Nightline.
This is another story you will not see in conservative media. You can check for yourself. Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool, Blaze TV, Steven Crowder. They won't be talking about this. They have been censoring dozens of post-Capitol attack stories. They're definitely not going to cover this one, right? Tons and tons of stories have come out since the Capitol attack. They all did their pretending to care, right? Post on Twitter, post a couple of videos on the 6th and the 7th. And then they moved on to trying to erase history, trying to change history. Let's pretend it never happened. But I've been monitoring their social media. I see how they all tweeted back then. Then all of a sudden, all these stories coming out, no tweets, no videos, no nothing. So they won't be talking about this either. They want to keep their audience in this echo chamber, this bubble, isolate them from the real world. And unfortunately, their audience is going to vote accordingly. They're going to vote according to the artificial world that conservative media has created for them. This is the red pill, blue pill. Potentially blue pill on the left, red pill on the right. But the reality is Zion is not real. Zion is nothing but another matrix. So these people in conservative media, they think they're getting the real truth, and liberal media doesn't talk about this. And yeah, there's stuff liberal media is not talking about, right? That's blue pill, right? So that's not reality either. Any media that has a political description in their name, that's not real media. That's propaganda. News is not political. What does liberal media mean? What is that? Is there like a country called Liberation? And liberal media is coverage of what happens in that country? This is one nation, right? We have one reality. Political news is not news. That's propaganda. So if you're conservative media, you're right-wing media, you're left-wing media, you're propaganda by definition. Because real news won't be partisan. It'll just be, this is what happened. The Texas government screwed up. Hey, Texas government screwed up. It happened in 2011. It happened again. They failed. Governor Cuomo screws up. Hey, Governor Cuomo screwed up. He should be held accountable. Cruz abandons Texans to go to Cancun in the middle of a crisis. Call him out. Cruz was wrong. End of story. No deflection but what about Cuomo? No. You call out Cuomo, move on. Pelosi's playing games with stimulus, call her out. Lindsey Graham is flip-flopping, call him out. Trump is lying, call him out. Biden's lying, again, call him out. Biden might have raped Tara Reid, call it out. Trump raped a bunch of women, call it out. That's how things work in the real world. Political media is propaganda by definition. Because if you're left-wing media or right-wing media, that means you're not telling the truth. You're giving a slanted view. You're an activist, not a journalist. Race is off-limit topic for conservative media. The only time that you can talk about race is if you're making fun of the race baiting that factually is done a lot in liberal media. That's the only time you can talk about race. Outside of that, racism doesn't exist. It's not a topic, not to be discussed. This police officer was called the N-word. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Left-wing extremists are burning down buildings again. Oh, we're liberal media. We're not going to talk about that. Full of a nation. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate Me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. What up, Alan and Harry and Lindsay? And bum ba dum bum 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 bum, Mr. T.